This is a book called Things We Like. It was created in 1964, and it was how children used to learn to read back in the 1960s and 70s. And a lot of them feature these characters, Peter and Jane. Things we like. Oops, got a bit ahead of myself there. Here are Peter and Jane. They like to play. Up they go. Up, up, up they go. I like this, says Peter. It is fun. Pat the dog wants to play. Jane and Peter like to play. Here they are at play. I go up, 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 says Jane. I go down, 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 says Peter. Up and down, up and down, up and down we go. This is a seesaw, if you've never been on one. Jane and Peter play in the water. They like to play on the boat. Come on, says Peter. Come on the boat. Come and play on the boat. Jump up. Jump up here. Jane is in the water and Peter is in the boat. They want to fish. Peter can see a fish in the water. Get in the boat, says Peter. The fish can see you in the water. Get in the boat, Jane. Look at me, says Peter. Look at me, Jane. Look at me in the boat. Come on, he says. Come and play in the boat, Jane. Come on, Pat. I want a cake, please, says Peter. A cake for me, please, he says. Here you are, says Jane. Here are some cakes. There are the cakes. A cake for you and a cake for me. I like cakes and you like cakes. Here is the station. Peter and Jane are at the station. They like the station. The train comes in. Look at the train, says Peter. See the train, Jane. I like trains, he says. Have I missed a page? No. Peter likes to play with toys. He plays with a toy station and a toy train. There's a station and there's a train. Jane says, please can I play? Please can I play with you? Yes, says Peter. I have the train. You play with the station. Which would you prefer to play with, a station or a train? Here is the shop. What kind of shop do you think it is? It's got rabbits in. I think it could be a pet shop. Peter and Jane look at the dogs. They look at the rabbits. Look at this one, says Peter. This is the one we want. Yes, this is the one. We want this rabbit. They want a white-coloured rabbit. Peter and Jane go into the shop. We want that rabbit, says Peter to the man. Yes, that one, please. Here you are, says the man. Here it is, he says. There's the man who runs the pet shop. Jane and Peter like to help Mummy. They go to the shops for Mummy. I like to shop, says Jane. It is fun. Come on, Peter says. We have to go to the fish shop. Yes, says Jane. It helps Mummy. They've got their basket to carry the shopping. There's a list there of what she wants them to buy. Peter and Jane like to help Daddy. They help Daddy with the car. Jane is in the car. Daddy and Peter have some water. Peter likes to play with water. I like it, he says. It is fun. I think Jane's cleaning the inside and they're cleaning the outside. Would you rather clean the inside or the outside of the car? I think I'd rather clean the outside. Here they go in the car. Daddy is in the car with Peter and Jane. We like it in the car, they say. Come on, Daddy, go on. We want to go on and on. This is good fun, they say. Look, Jane, that is a police car. It's an old-fashioned black police car. That is the police station. I like the police, says Peter. They can help you. Yes, says Jane. The police help you. There they are driving past. Here is an apple tree. Apples are good for you, says Peter. Have an apple, Jane. An apple for you and an apple for me. Mummy wants some, and we want some. No, Pat, no apples for you. Pat the dog's not going to have an apple. Peter and Jane are at home. They play with the rabbit. That's the white rabbit that they bought earlier in the pet shop. They like to see the rabbit jump. Give it an apple, says Peter. No, says Jane, give it some water. The man in the shop says it wants water. I don't know whether rabbits like to eat apples or not. Here are some trees and flowers. Jane and Peter want some flowers. Some flowers for you and some for me, says Jane. Get some flowers, Peter. Get some for Mummy and get some for Daddy. The man in the sweet shop likes Jane and Peter, and they like the man. He has the sweets they like. We want the red ones, please, they say. Get the red ones, please. Which sweets would you have out of all these? I think I'd have these sweets look nice to me. Not quite sure what they are, but they might be chocolate. Peter has the red ball. He plays with the balls with the red ball. Jane looks on. That was good, Peter, says Jane. That was good. The boys say, yes, Peter, that was good. Good for you. I think he's done a good kick on the ball. See the bus, Peter. See the red bus. There it is. The boys and the girls are in the bus. Come on, Peter, says Jane. We have to get in. The boys and the girls like the bus. It's fun on the bus. The boys and girls go to school. They go to school in the bus. The boys and girls like to go to school in the bus. They have fun in the bus. They like the bus and they like school. This bus is a lot different than modern buses, isn't it? It's a lot plainer. There's no adverts. There's no buttons. No displays. No cameras. Very plain. Some boys and girls come to tea. They come to tea with Jane and Peter. Jane helps Mummy with the tea. Jane gives the girls tea, and Peter gives the boys cake. She's pouring out the tea, and he's giving out the cakes. They like to have boys and girls to tea. Up to bed, Jane, says Mummy. Up to bed, Peter, says Daddy. Up to bed you go. Yes, says Peter and Jane. We want to go to bed. It was fun in the water, says Peter. Yes, says Jane, and it was fun at tea. That's the end. Thanks for listening. And I hope you have things you like as well.